What's up, guys? Welcome back. We're on Nier, back to the roots of the channel. Just a quick one before we get started. I did take a couple of days off the game, and it's done me a world of justice. A few people obviously had noticed that I was probably a little bit negative over the past week or so due to all the account issues that I faced and that. We've got over it, back into the swing of things, and I thought, what better way to start it than to put out a revised sort of guide on what you should be doing daily. Now the stamina costs have changed and we know what sort of events we get in a month. There's certain things that you should be leaving for specific times and other things that you can be doing differently as opposed to what we used to do last month when obviously we were in the half stamina event. We were just farming everything we could because we were able to. Anyway. Oh, and don't shout at me. Yeah, I have overfilled stamina. I just sent my friend things off, so I am now over stamina. I'll sort that after the video. So, where are we going to start, right? First things first. Because this was all the big hype at the start of the game. Everyone was pushing for this because they've seen all the JP players. Like, oh, look at me. I've got EX weapons. I've got EX characters. Right. This stuff now, just do your dailies once. Unless you are complete endgame, there's absolutely nothing else you can improve on apart from getting Zenith cubes. Don't repeat farm this anymore. The chances of you getting it and your allotted stamina is slim. Just do your dark layer easy and normal if you've got normal unlocked. Let it be done. Let it slip away. You should have enough stamina from your refreshing your shops, your exploration ticket, and your sort of send and receive help from your friends. You should be able to clear these easy enough. Some days I don't do this now. I chop and change. Some days I do. I am in no way focused on this anymore. This is like way in the back burner. There's more important things to be doing. Right. Another thing that I'm going to advise, purely because we know there is a thing called Nier Day. That isn't just a day, it's a good few days. Where, in your main quests, all these drops for all these materials, if we look in here, all these skill materials, weapon enhancements, if we jump over to the very hard stages, we jump in here, you'll see here, materials for your companions. Everything is a 1.5 times increase in rate. So, although the stamina is still full cost, you're getting 50% more drops. So, if you can, and as I said, obviously some people, this is all they have to do, fair enough, work on it. But if you've got multiple things you're trying to achieve, leave this until next week. So it should be, yeah, sometime next week we should get Nier Day. The drop rates will increase, then that's when you hammer your gacha summon tickets, because you'll get the most amount of drops out of the stamina you're going to be spending. And if you want to, save up some stamina for it, save some pots aside, collect for 4 or 5 days, have a good quantity built up, and go ham and get whatever companions you're aiming for. Don't need to do them all, pick one, farm that material, level it up, then get into the next grade of material, level it up, so on and so forth. Right, so we've done a couple of things that you shouldn't be doing. So this is something that I stopped doing and I have started back up again. So if we get into subquests, and as you see here, we have guerrilla quests. And this kind of died off for a little bit because the amount of materials we've been getting for all the farming we were doing, all the events that were going on, this sort of died off for me, and I don't think I touched this for maybe two and a half, maybe even 3 weeks. Now, because of subjugation coming out, the raids, and we're needing all these weapons enhanced and that, if you haven't got your weapons enhanced, get in here and farm this, because it is the most amount of weapon XP for the lowest cost outside of Arena. And I say that because unless you're like spending your gems on Arena refreshes, or you've accumulated lots of pots you haven't used, you can only collect so many from Arena. But we'll get into that in a second. But yeah, Get into your guerrilla quest when the times open up. Try at least get an hour a day. Farm the materials hard. And yeah, upgrade. Slow and steady progress. Now, since I did mention it, go back into here. Arena. Oh, wonderful. Right. As you can see, I've still yet to climb the rankings, obviously, because I missed a chunk of time. But I'll still jump in here and do at least 10 battles a day. If I remember to log back on after I've used it all, that's fine. But the reason I say that is because your rewards. Like, I'm way down here. You guys are probably all floating about somewhere up here. So for every win, look at that. You're getting a ton of weapon XP. And that's free. So you do your 10 battles. Collect that. It's what, 150 XL weapon enhancements and 120 large. If you log on, like, and remember to do it as your stamina builds back up, you can collect quite a lot without even having to touch Guerrilla Quests. But for us poor souls just now that are floating about down this end, we still need the Guerrilla Quests. So it's on a case-by-case basis. You make that as you go along and you decide what's best for you. Next thing. The best advice ever. Although it's not so prevalent here, because all we have is this sort of quest going on at the minute with a quest store, right? And yet, if we go into this store, it's pretty meh. Like, let's be real, there isn't really anything that's striking out at you. But what I will say is, do you remember when the Automata event was on, and then the summer event came on for those of you pulling that banner, and this sort of stuff, because we were in the half stamina period and we'd built up lots of medals, especially in Automata banner, it was cheap enough that you'd buy all these sort of gems and things like that. Like, for me now, this store doesn't get touched. I'm going to get enough points to get the summon tickets to count towards a pity, and then the exploration tickets, because, well, it's technically stamina held until you need it. I'm not going to bother. I might grab the characters just to have the characters, but I'm in no real need for it. This store is just kind of getting left for me. I'm not putting my stamina into this event outside of having it fully complete to get the max gem rewards. Let me know if you disagree, because I know some people are going to disagree with that point. This is just how I'm seeing it right now. How to get my account ready for what's coming up. Like, because nothing in here can't be achieved somewhere else at a better rate, I don't think, personally. So that would be my advice to somebody. The argument could be obviously this, because summon tickets, you want to go ahead, get those mama medals and purchase your summon tickets. By all means, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Everyone's at different stages of the game, each to their own. Anyway, last but not least, make sure you complete this event. Like, definitely make sure. If you haven't, I'd be surprised if people haven't completed it already. Get this absolutely nipped. I should hopefully see every single person that I play with or know that's playing this game should be sitting there, like, maxed out. Don't keep over farm it and do any more than this. I had spare and it cleared that, yeah, I over farmed, so it could be seen as a waste of stamina, but I used the limited stamina that was just about to run out anyway, because I'd missed days on my account. I had some that was sitting there from the previous event, so it was technically free for me, so that was a big bonus. But yeah, clear this out. Those Ascension books are massive. I won't really cover. You can do whatever you want with them. I've covered it many times. I have my opinion on it. But yeah, at least grab them. And obviously, your free maxed out spear. And it's water type as well. One of the weakest sort of affinities that everyone struggles with. So yeah, that's my sort of take. I just thought we'd get a bit more of a positive video, embrace what we're playing in now, what the state of the game is, and give you guys some pointers on what I think is relevant and what should maybe be kind of neglected until certain points, i.e. Nier Day. Don't touch campaign until Nier Day. Biggest takeaway. Right, anyway, I hope some of that was useful to you. I hope it kind of points you in the right direction. Especially if you're a newer player, listen to that, because you haven't played in the old time. Forget it even existed. Just do what I've just said there. Focus on those sort of areas. And yeah, until next time, see ya.